All right, get ready to learn 7 ways to organize your Poshmark closet. Now, before we dive into these 7 ways, I want you to think about and visualize when you walk into a department store, clothing store, or where you like to shop, how things are laid out. When you walk into the store, they have a lot of seasonal trends or hot items, new items in the store front and center for you to see. And in the back of the store is typically where all the sale items are, or the end of the season items that did not sell. And then in between the store, they might have it by categories like pants and dresses and tops, or they might have certain collections together. Now that you've kind of visualized this store, let's jump into these 7 ways that you can organize your Poshmark closet. So one way that you can organize your Poshmark closet is by season. So this means, let's say right now I'm recording this video, it's fall going into winter. I might want to put up all my fall items at the top and then have winter items next. And then after winter comes spring, so then I might have spring and then summer items at the bottom. The second way that you can organize your Poshmark closet is by color. You could do darker colors at the top going into lighter and lighter and lighter. Or with colors, you could organize it by patterns and have all the patterns and exciting, colorful things at the top. And then at the bottom have more like your basic items that don't have much to them. The third way that you can organize your closet is by category. So meaning if you have jeans, you can have all your jeans in a category, then all your blouses, then your tank tops, then your accessories, then your dresses and your skirts and so on. The fourth way that you can organize your closet is by pricing. You might want to have your most expensive items at the top to your cheapest items, or vice versa. The fifth way you can organize your closet is by quality. So let's say you have some new with tag items, you can put that at the top. And then the next could be new without tags. Then next could be excellent used condition items. Then after that could be good items, and after that could be flawed items, or vice versa. The sixth way that you could organize your closet is by material. So you could have a wool section, a cashmere section, a silk section, a linen section, and then you can go into more of the generics like polyesters or acrylics, things like that. And the seventh way that you can organize your closet is by searchable items. So by searchable, I mean some items in your closet may be searched more or may be easier to find than another item that you didn't really know how to list, or maybe is a little more random in your closet. Now, of course, you can get real fancy with it and kind of mix and match some of these 7 ways that I gave you. So like, let's say you want to do it by seasonal items and by categories. Let's say it's fall and winter items. You could have your knit sweaters, and you could have your blouses, then you could have your long sleeve shirts and your winter jackets. And if you want to get real fancy, maybe organize it by color. So depending on what you want and what works best for your closet, you can pick and choose how you want your aesthetic to look. Now, of course, if you would like, in addition to this, in between, you could add banners in there. So say you want to organize it by category, you can add a jeans banner, you can add a sweaters banner, you can add a shoes banner. So when people are scrolling, they're aware what's coming up. Now, of course, people could probably see and be like, hey, I know that these are jeans, I don't necessarily need a banner for that. But when I first started and organized my closet, that is actually what I did. So what about your sold items? I think it's important to note that you should leave your available items at the top, and all sold items should be below that. Why, you might be wondering? Well, if someone is scrolling through your closet and they come across a big section of sold items or a few sold items, they might just stop scrolling and not keep scrolling. And what if you have more items for them to look at? Well, they didn't see it. So that's why it's important to have your sold items at the bottom and available items at the top. Now, if you like, you can add a banner after your available items saying something along the lines of sold items below, or all items past here sold, but that's completely up to you. Now, you might be wondering, should I delete items if they haven't sold in a certain amount of time, or should I delete items that are not in season? And I'm gonna say flat out, no, don't ever delete your items. Ever, 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 because you never know when someone's gonna be looking for something or when someone's gonna be interested in buying something. Remember, people do shop out of season. People go on vacation, so in the wintertime, they might be looking for summer items or warmer weather items. There might be holidays or events or special occasions that are out of season. And there's people who just like to shop in different seasons because, hey, who doesn't like to look at nice dresses or summer items? And after a nice cold winter or during a cold winter, you're like, oh yes, I'm gonna be so excited to wear this when the weather gets nicer. So you never know when people are shopping or what they're looking for. So do not delete items. So what should you do instead of deleting items? What I would recommend is relisting that item. I personally like to relist items every 60 plus days. Of course, I am not perfect with that. So depending on your closet size, it can be easier to relist items. When you start growing your closet and have a bigger closet and you really focus on listing items, sometimes you can forget to relist. Sometimes it will take me 60 days, 100 days. Sometimes I relist it after 300 days and an item sold. So whatever works for you, but relisting is what you should be doing. And when you relist the item, look at the item. Can you improve on the photo? Can you improve on the title? Can you add something to the description or something like measurements or colors or sizes? Is there something missing that someone needs more information on? And one of the newer features to Poshmark that I really like are the videos. So if you don't have a video clip, is there a video clip that you can add? I just want you to remember that you shouldn't get discouraged if items don't sell instantly. Sometimes it takes a lot of time to sell an item and some items are really quick flips. Like I've had items in my closet for 300 plus days and then I relisted the items and then a few days or weeks later the item ended up selling. Lastly, I want you to think about what type of reseller are you? Are you someone who's doing this just for extra cash and to sell your clothes? Are you someone who's doing this for fun, more of a hobby? Or are you someone who wants to do this part-time or full-time as a business? When I first created my Poshmark account, it was back in 2019, and I ultimately just wanted to make some extra cash and sell my clothes that I had. And while I was doing it, I was like, oh, you can make money. I was like, maybe I could do this part-time. And I went out and sourced like 20 items from Goodwill, had no idea what I was doing, and that didn't go so well. So moving into 2020 and 2021, I was unable to continue Poshmark, so I actually put my closet on vacation. And then in 2022, the opportunity presented itself again, and I was like, this is something that I really, really want to do. And I really want to work towards becoming a full-time reseller. I am not there yet. I actually just released my first income report for October 2023. So if you're curious about that, you can go check that video out. Now, when I did start back in 2019, I was all about organizing my closet and I had banners and I kept it very aesthetically pleasing. Aesthetically? Am I saying that right? Yes. Pleasing to the eye because I wanted someone to come to my closet, scroll through, and have a nice time shopping at my closet. Mind you, I believe I had over 100 items. I would say I had between 100 and 200 items, not many items, so it was really easy for me to organize my closet. So now that it's 2023 and I'm really working towards becoming a full-time reseller and I have about 650 plus items in my closet right now, I really started to realize that for where I'm at and my goals, organizing my closet is not beneficial. It's ultimately a waste of time for me. Now, if you want to learn why I think this and strategies you should be using instead of organizing your closet, if your goal is to be more of a part-time or full-time reseller, then check out this video right here. Ultimately, organizing your closet is a preference. Do you want to do it? Do you want to take the time to do it? Is it fun for you to do? And if it is, you should do it. If it's something that you don't want to do and you don't want to spend time on, then don't do it. So I want to hear from you. Of all the ways I listed, what is your favorite way to organize your closet? Or ways, you could have a few. I want to hear below in the comments.